Good?
Yep.
Okay, from left to right, we have Gianna Parlov and the center head coach, Deb Hostler, on the right, goalkeeper Jessica Radis after the Lakers win 1-0 in double overtime to clinch the program's 6th national championship. Head coach, first of all, congratulations. It was a hard-fought match. Your team really survived a couple of dangerous chances, then found that one moment. If you could talk about the emotion, the energy that your team showed today.
I mean, all of it's a lot. Western Washington was unbelievable today. Travis always does a good job of that side year in and year out. Adjustments he made in preparation for us were spot on. Had a hard time with dictating tempo and style, our style of play. Statistically, the wrong team won today, but it's about, our kids. When we lost to Minnesota State early in the season, really challenged our toughness, our preparation, our ability to play with a greater sense of urgency. And the toughness we displayed today, I mean, for 60 minutes, really, the second half and the first bit of that overtime, we're under so much pressure, we just couldn't get out. To have a player like Sess go down the way that she did, players step up, was incredible. And for long stretches, Western Washington was better on the day. When we needed a big play and a big moment, something to pull us out, we had somebody ready to do that.
Jess, you had 8 saves today. You found yourself in a position you're not often in, being barraged with opportunities and set pieces against you. If you could just speak to your play today in the back line as well.
I just really was connected with my back line. I mean, they've made such big plays for me all season long. Sess has allowed and controlled that defense to allow most times like 0 shots on me. And then Liv stepping up in a big role. I just really wanted to do everything I could to help them and step up for them the way they have constantly for me throughout the entire season. 106
minutes to find a goal for the team that leads the nation in goals. It's Gianna Parlov that does it. G, if you could take us through, I know you don't remember the goal right now off the top of your head, but if you could take us through the celebration moment, the emotion that you're going through right now.
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, to have all my best friends around me celebrating like that is definitely something I'll never forget for the rest of my life. But it was just amazing today how we proved to the world that we were resilient and we dealt with adversity really well today. And yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Among that resilience, Coach, you spoke to it a bit, but losing Seth Steinwasser, an All-American center back like you did, to see your team step up and the rest of that back line, Olivia Trombley, come on, to see the way that back line stepped up after losing what you could arguably call their leader, what did that mean about your team?
A lot of our kids walk around with the slogan that you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. And Liv Trombley was ready for the moment. She was incredible today. She hasn't played a lot in the last 3-4 matches, but when called upon, she stepped up, made some huge plays. And honestly, our team really rallied around the loss of Sess. As we already touched on, Jess was incredible. She was as courageous. Those moments came somewhere deep within inside of Jess today. And I'm never short on the big picture. It's something that we know will only serve us really well moving forward.
And then, G, I know you spoke about the emotion and being able to celebrate with your best friends, but the midfield was tough to find space today. How did you guys overcome that in that overtime? It looked like starting in overtime, you guys did find some more dangerous moments.
Yeah, I think we were more calm and collect, especially in the second overtime. But, I mean, again, just with the resiliency, we found our way to get in the back of the net. I mean, nothing had to be perfect, but we just had to get the job done.
And I'd just like all 3 of you to touch on this because you're all here last year. 1 year ago, you fell 1-0 in a game very similar to this, or maybe you felt like you were on the right side of the score, of the box score, wrong side of the score line. So if you could flip it 1 year later, how does it feel to be national champions? Jeff, I'll ask you to start.
It's hard to put into words. This group has talked about it time and time again throughout the course of the off season. It wasn't. January, our first meeting back in, it was a conversation about review of the final match, and it's been on our minds. We had players, we had Rico, our lone senior, talk about how she wasn't going to let this team lose. Ava was in my office or in front of the team 4 or 5 times at various points saying that, nothing's going to stop us. We're going to find a way. And a lot of teams talk about doing that. And, for us to come all this way, get it done on the final day, I don't know, I'm rambling on here, but it was incredible.
We'll end with that. Yeah. G, I'll ask you to go next.
I just think everyone plays with a chip on their shoulder. We have been, especially the last few games. It's redemption season, we call it that.
And then Jess, you were the last line of defense today, so your last answer to the question.
I think just we've had this in the back of our mind. Last year, we were the underdogs. We weren't really supposed to make that far. We were a really young team. When we got there, it was kind of more shocked. This year was a entire different atmosphere. We knew what we needed to do. We had the talent. We had the people. We had really good freshmen stepping up in big roles. and we just knew that this was our time, this is our year, and nothing was going to stop us.
And then, Coach, finally, to talk about the long travel here. You were on the road at Minnesota, went straight to Pittsburgh. You guys have been away from home for over 10 days. So to be able to come together like this as a team, what does that say about the tight-knit group that you guys have? To be able to be around each other this much for 10 days and still pull out when it mattered most.
Yeah, and final exams on the road as well. But I think it also shows their families missed them a little bit, because we had an incredible crowd today that were all here to see them and give them big hugs. So I couldn't be more proud.
Any other questions? Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's get over there.
Let's go.